Hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How are you guys doing this evening? Welcome to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Trixie, and I'm going to be doing a general reading for the sign of Scorpio. Please only take the messages that resonate. If you don't like my energy, or if you don't like, how I'm reading these cards, I'm going to say this very nicely. All you got to do is hit the button, and you can kindly just get out this energy right now. Everybody that want to stay. But everybody, like, I start reading and you feel like, oh, the messages ain't for you. Please just leave. Just exit out and just leave. Okay? Please follow the YouTube community guidelines. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's get ready to tap into your energy. Cross watchers, you are welcome as well. I will highly recommend you look up your birth chart, find out your placements, okay? Because I see a lot of people, and I ain't judging, but, find out what you're ascending, your rising. Find out where you're at on the chart, okay? You know what I'm saying? Don't just be popping smack. So, anyway, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's tap in. Let's see what's going on with you guys. Let's see. What's the energy? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Ooh. We got the Death card here. So some of y'all could be dealing with a Scorpio. The Death card is a major arcana. It deals with transformation. The inevitable. The energy I'm picking up on is that there's something coming to an end, or a transformation is going to happen for you to have a new beginning. For those of you out there that want to teach somebody something, the universe is letting you know, don't teach it to them, because they're not going to appreciate it. They're not going to know what to do with it. So let's say you wanted to teach somebody how to what prayers to say to protect them against death magic. The universe is letting you know, don't even show them that shit, because they think they ain't gonna appreciate it. So some of y'all need to know, you might want to let somebody learn something on their own, because some of y'all might be hanging around somebody like they like to practice and dibble dabble in the arts, but they don't practice protection. They don't practice talking to God. They don't practice understanding that there's universal law and balance. So usually when you asking for something, it's one thing for something to be done onto you first. Everybody will see it. It's a whole nother thing for you to be around somebody that when somebody break up with them, they get mad, they going to do love spells. They get angry when they don't get their way. So now they over here wasting cinnamon and good bay leaves and shit. And everybody be looking like, that ain't what this practice, this spiritual practice, the spiritual awakening, you're opening your mind's eye. That's not what this journey is about. Some of you Scorpios, you want to teach somebody something to protect themselves so they could survive. And the universe is letting you know, you might want to write it down and put it in a book, because whoever this is you want to show this to, they're not going to accept it. They're not going to appreciate it. And I know any Scorpios that I know of, you would never want to see people that are related to you, that you love, be caught off guard or blindsided. So a transformation is going to happen where the teaching process or the learning process will be delivered in a different method or a different way. Because if you try to teach somebody or try to talk to somebody right now, they're a little bit too in their own little world and their own perspective, like it would, I don't mean to say this, but for some of you, it would take death to happen for them to reflect and think and then say, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? I might have could. And it's like, no, fuck it. We got the Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. The Knight of Cups is a card of emotions. Is also a card of understanding that, all somebody had to do, Scorpio, was give you emotional support. You would have took care of the rest. Damn, girl. Like, you wasn't asking, like, whatever you was about to teach or give somebody, they didn't have to give no money. All they had to do was give time and just listen and pay attention. You might have wanted them to take a few notes or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? You just want them to take in what it was for or what it was meant to be. Like, usually when somebody want to teach you a certain spiritual practice or pass on certain spiritual gifts for you, it's not meant for you to try to get rich. It's not meant for you to run out there and brag to everybody or tell everybody. It's usually meant for you to hold on for yourself, for survival and protection. So let's say, for instance, Juanita. Let's say I meet somebody that is a conjurer, necromancy practitioner, and they nice enough to say to me, yo, Trixie, I want to teach you something or show you how to write something so that way the next time an enemy or the next time you in danger, you know, I want to show you this so that way it's for survival and protection only. This should not be used unless you are protecting yourself or protecting your family, your loved one, your kids. Some of you Scorpios, I don't know who this is, but you've been observing them and you could tell already whatever you want to show them or teach them, they're not going to handle it. And they don't know how to keep it sacred. They don't know how to, when I see the death card in the Knight of Cups, it's like, you know, how someone reacts to certain life situations, whether it's loss, whether it's stress, or, you know, needing to learn how to discipline themselves. There's something you see in somebody where the universe is showing you in like dreams or downloads, like they are not ready to take on or ready to take on what you want to pass on to them. Because usually most spiritual practices, practitioners, even witches, they want to pass on what they learned and what they experienced and what worked for them during difficulties to their loved ones. And I don't know who this is, but the universe is looking like, don't you teach them about no death magic. Motherfuckers get mad and they'll just be, you know, sending the Grim Reaper out on everybody. Motherfucking spirits would just be flying around the motherfucking house. You know, that, shut up. Like, you know what I'm saying, Scorpio? Like, you might be looking at somebody like, you know what I mean? Or you might want to help them enhance their intuition. And the universe is letting you know they need discipline. You know what I mean? And to have discipline, you got to be able to look at yourself and say to yourself, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, and I'm going to just stick to it no matter what. You understand that? That's hard. I'll take it. You got to be able to do that shit and stand on it. Like, it can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to do it, and it got to be consistency. But whatever you want to teach somebody, the universe is letting you know that this transformation, whatever this inevitable event that needs to take place, a person is going to think about conversations they had with you. Two of Cups in reverse, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, like, you really want them to be alone so you could teach them, because you don't want them to be distracted. And you don't want them to be in a relationship with somebody where, like, you know, you want them to keep this to themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's like if a practitioner, a hoodoo priest, a necromancy, a witch doctor is nice enough to pass on protection rituals or protection against certain spiritual attacks and things like that, or they know how to like take certain prayers and do shit from back in the days of slavery. They don't want you passing that shit on to somebody that might break up with you 2 years, 2 months from now. Like, no, what the fuck? So, oh my God. So some of y'all need to know, whoever this is that you want to give something to or teach something to, they not ready for it. Because they not going to know how to handle it. They not going to understand the in-depthness of it, or understand like, yo, later on in life, you going to wind up using this shit whether you know it or not. You understand what I'm saying? So that's like, you know, you may want to just show somebody, you know, how energy work, or, you know, how you could pick up on energy, or different ways, and then you come across people like, what I'm sensing is you want to show somebody something, but you want them to be by themselves. And whoever this is, that you don't want somebody to be friends with, or you don't want somebody to be around somebody, the universe is letting you know you're gonna have to let them find their way because they're a little too stubborn, they too hard-headed. The Knight of Cups is like, until they discover the discipline in themselves, they wouldn't be able to accept your gift or your knowledge of what you can show them and what to do. That's like, you got certain people, they do candle rituals. So you got some people, like, if someone's nice enough to say to you, you know, this is how let me teach you how I bless my candle. So if you ever wanted to open up a candle store, Botanica of your own, you'll be good to go. You understand what I'm saying? And whoever this is, you want to pass on something down that they could use towards a spiritual business, a practice. They not, girl, they not ready for it. And for some of you Scorpios, I can sense that you really want to show this to somebody. We got the Justice card, Major Arcana. So the Justice card deal with not only lawyers and courthouses, but some of y'all know how to do courthouse rituals or courthouse prayers, or actual real knowledge. And there's gonna be some type of justice served in a situation. So for some of you out here, it's like you might have a friend in the courthouse or in the enforcement legal system that they would be a better candidate to pass this on to somebody. The Magician card here, Major Arcana, is a practice. It's some type of magic, and I don't even want to say magic. It's some type of spiritual practice involving how to use all the elements around to know how to really invoke manifestation. So let me give y'all an example. That's like Juanita. That's like me over here saying, you know what? I want to learn how to grow sweet potatoes. You know what I'm saying? I want to learn how to grow sweet potatoes so I can make sweet potato pies. The universe got a way of aligning energy. Like, you know what? You about to go to this meeting or this group, right? Sally runs a garden. Sally can show you what's needed to grow sweet potatoes. So if you didn't know about dirt, compost, water, Juanita. If you don't know about protecting, you don't know what a garden bed is. So for some of you Scorpios, it's something you really want to teach and show somebody, and the universe is letting you know they need to learn something on their own, because whatever you want to pass on down to them, something needs to end for them to be receptive of what you're trying to give them. So I like the Magician card here. This is Gemini energy, Major Arcana. So some of y'all need to know, like, Jesus Christ. Like, you haven't seen people that they say they want to learn something, but yet their life is not in order. You know what I'm saying? Or when it's time to go to certain places or meet certain people, or when certain situations or certain opportunities cross their path, start backing down. They start, now they singing a different tune, and you be looking like, I thought you wanted to learn. I thought you wanted to know. Goodbye. I thought you wanted. What happened here? Like, you know what I'm saying? And for some of y'all being guided that you got all the tools to manifest whatever you want. I don't know who need to go to court or whoever's going to court, but you can't do courthouse rituals out of emotions, and you dead wrong. Anybody can say, like, I don't know who this is. That's like, like usually people that are into like, I don't want to say voodoo, but usually like hoodoo, people that practice certain spiritual practices from back when people were slaves. You understand what I'm saying? Someone that does justice rituals. You can't be doing justice rituals and you in the fucking wrong. You know what I mean? You can't be over. I can't tell you what you can't ask or who you can't go to. Anybody can say, like, your energy and your reality doesn't align with what you're trying to manifest or bring into fruition. Time to go. That's not going to work. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't do rituals and none of that. I'm the kind of person, I'm a realist. I take reality as it is. You understand what I'm saying? I believe in facts. and actual evidence and proof. But whoever this is that has been trying to control the outcome or trying to manifest an outcome, the universe is looking like, you keep saying you want to learn this or you want to do that. We send you in situations and opportunity and you're not taking it. So for my Scorpios, the universe is letting you know whatever you want to pass on to somebody, write it down in a book. And when the time is right, give it to them. Let them read it. Because you sitting there, and for some of y'all, I know y'all want to do hands-on experience with somebody to really show them, hey, look, and it's for survival and protection. This is not to get rich. This is not to tell everybody. This is not, you broadcasting this shit on Snapchat. It's really for protection and survival against spiritual attacks or people that will try to influence your way of thinking or try to show you something to get you to go down a path that really ain't for you. We got the King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. So somebody could be dealing with someone that's like a earth witch. A earth witch is someone that will go to the earth and fuck hocus pocus. This ain't the Harry Potter witch, okay? This particular witch, and it's a man, could be someone that like they're not praising the trees or praising the dirt, but they know how to use it for certain rituals and certain petitions and, to ask to be granted favor. So here, I'm going to give y'all an example. Oh, we leaving now. Let's say, for instance, this earth witch, this King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, know how to ask. And this is my way if I was somebody into this type of shit. I'm going to ask God to ask the dirt or ask the trees to grow the fruit that I want to grow because I'm having a hard time growing apples. I don't know who this is, Scorpio, that, sorry to say, Juanita, they don't like whatever you trying to do or manifest. Some of y'all need to know that somebody needs to either be alone or they're gonna have to like go through something, go through this court case, go through this situation, and have to manifest in order to get some true abundance, because you can't hold somebody's hand that don't want to listen or that's stubborn or wants to use, that will kind of abuse a spiritual practice. You know what I'm saying? Because back in the days, that's what certain like slaves, certain I'm leaving them, certain spiritual practices back then. I'm talking about when I say back then, I'm talking about like the first witches to ever walk the earth kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I like the King of Pentacles because it involves being grounded. It involves understanding how a business operates, what's needed. I'm sensing measurements. So some of you Scorpios will want to show somebody something that they could use in a business, whether it was spiritual or herbalistic. And whoever this is, you might need to write it down and give it to them that way, because you want them to only give time and they're too busy. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but whatever they doing is like whatever they manifesting out of emotions is what's causing you to hold back from going through with something or showing them something. Because when somebody get mad or get angry or get emotional, you could tell if they got discipline or self-control. The Hermit card here, Virgo energy. So whoever this is that don't know how to go within, don't know how to properly seek truth, let it go. Because for some of you out here, you being guided to know that somebody may not want to come together. Somebody could be a little judgmental. Somebody is a little bit blocked off. 8 of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Somebody is a prisoner in their own mind, in their own thoughts. And if you're dealing with someone like that, you're not going to be able to get through to them. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like whatever you want to pass on or whatever you're trying to do, it would at this time the universe is letting you know that shit will be in vain because they ain't got no discipline for themselves. And people without discipline for themselves that won't say, let me challenge my own body, let me challenge my own mind, let me challenge how far I could manifest or different ways to practice. Because I'm somebody, when I want to manifest, I'm very different. I am very different, and I don't believe in, what everybody else believe in. I'm very different. I'm low key. You wouldn't even know this is what I'm trying to manifest. That's how privatized I am. So if some of you out here, somebody doesn't understand the privacy or the responsibility that go into protecting what you want to give them, that they could use either for a spiritual practice or a spiritual business. So it's like you might show somebody a way how to cleanse objects or clean jewelry or bless things. You don't want, they can't be telling that to everybody because then everybody's going to want to steal it and copy it. You understand what I'm saying? Or a certain setup or a certain way to do whatever it is. And, whoever you observing or whatever somebody got going on, it's like, if you doing this for money and riches and to look fly and, it's really meant for survival and protection and for you to, gain a deeper connection and just understanding how to connect your energy, not only, with God or whoever you believe in, but like the King of Pentacles is an earth energy. So you will want somebody to learn how, hey, singing and talking to the plants is a form of you sending energy. So it's a form of, you connecting. I'm leaving. Like, I don't know what's going on here, but whoever's in a mental prison, it blocks them from a lot of opportunities, and it causes them to second guess and to they're not challenging themselves the way they could be. So it's like 1 minute they look like they'll be suitable for you to pass something on to them. The next minute, man, when they get mad or things ain't going their way or they get around certain people, they tend to lose track or they're not paying attention or they don't want to practice or they seem interested 1 minute, the next minute they're not interested. And universe is letting you know, you gotta let this go. You got to. Because when you trying to tell someone, that's like you telling somebody, yo, I had a dream that you and so stopped being friends. I don't know why you stopped being friends, but I'm telling you, I had a dream y'all stopped being friends. Then the shit actually played out in the reality. So whoever this is can't handle that type of shit. It's just a bit too much. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you might be able to show somebody how they can dream or how to, do certain things to connect. And the universe letting you know it ain't a good time. We got the Four of Swords and Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So meditation, being organized in meditation, some laying something to rest. You know what I'm saying? So I like the Four of Swords because it's like you wanted to show somebody how to like still get their mind to sit still and to quiet their thoughts so they could learn to go within. And whoever this is that's a prisoner in their own mind, that doesn't understand like what you was trying to show them wasn't to hurt them. Like you could be telling somebody like, yo, you got to change your diet. You understand what I'm saying? You got to be healthy. You got to maintain a certain weight or a certain level of calories, sodium, whatever it was, because it'll balance you out, and then you'll learn how to read and hear your body when your body's telling you something. I don't know who this is. Oh, time to go. But they are just like, part of my language, like, nah, fuck that. When they get mad and get angry, they get a little bit too emotional that, they start, I'm leaving you. They start doubting and drifting, and instead of what they're going through, motivate them and like, infuse them like, okay, let's see how far we could take this, how far, challenging yourself or whoever this is that need to challenge like their reality to push to see like, how deep can I go? How much can I find out? How deep can I connect? What can I do? Motherfuckers is napping. I'm done. People are tired of feeling like they're craving for things, going through withdrawal. So that's like if you deal with somebody that don't know how to say I don't want to touch no sugar, or it needs to be like a zero sugar, like just a change, or connecting even with not only themselves but what's around them and their reality. I'm not talking about bending it. I'm talking about manifesting what you want from the mind into the reality. King of Cups in reverse. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. So some of y'all don't know it, but emotional detachment and emotional unavailability is what's causing someone to really lose out on their true talents, because they're too busy caught up in like the stresses of paying bills, living in the world, keeping up an image, doing this, doing that, and whatever you want to give them that would help them be grounded and help them be an entrepreneur and be able to protect themselves and to survive and to become stronger. They not ready for that, Scorpio. They not. It's a bit too much for them. You understand what I'm saying? Because the Eight of Swords is like they get trapped in their own thoughts and can't get the fuck out. And you be looking like, that was not the part, this was not the point of me showing you this or giving you this. It was to show you how like, if like, okay, here, I'm gonna use a better example. Some of y'all wanted to show somebody that the next time you going through sleep paralysis, how to break out of it. Because some of you Scorpios, some of y'all got that gift. Like the moment you feel sleep paralysis or feel any entity or any spirit like holding you, trying to press you, you break right out of it. And that came from your experiences, or you even dealing with people, going places. Could have been something that was inherited to you, family, generational gift. And you want to give this to somebody so that way, they're not only, they will be able to protect themselves, they'll be able to recognize what it is that they dealing with. You don't want them to panic. And I don't know who this is that got a lot going on. I'm gonna kill her. You understand? They got a lot going on with like, it's making you doubt whether or not you should even show them or teach them, because you don't want them telling everybody that. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. So some of y'all need to know the Nine of Pentacles in reverse is like, whatever somebody wants to do, whoever this is that's not independent and they're not sitting pretty. So some of y'all see that somebody is not spiritually independent. They're codependent on other spiritual people. You're not going to want to give them this gift. Because it's like, if you can't handle certain things spiritually on your own, or whoever this is that always asking somebody, can you come with me here, or can you come with me there, or FaceTime, that you're kind of seeing the codependency in somebody, and that's holding you back from you wanting to show somebody or to give somebody something. Nine of Pentacles, somebody doesn't have their independence, somebody is not sitting pretty, somebody is fucking up a lot of money, and they're not seeing how to, like the Magician card here, Major Arcana, how to use what's around them to manifest what they want, and to understand that whoever's not fighting to get their own or have their own, or not disciplined enough to get their own, they shouldn't be carrying them. So for some of you Scorpios, it's like what's the point in me teaching you something if you're going to turn around and cause enablers to come along and kind of like suck your energy, use you, distract you? Because when I see 8 of Swords and 4 of Swords, it's like someone get distracted and then they got to go take a break from someone or somebody and then they get back on track. That's a lot. You understand what I'm saying? Goodbye. 3 of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. So somebody needs to be open-minded with working with people, working with others. And I like 3. 3 is communication. So some of y'all been communicating to somebody and you might have practiced with the dream. You might have practiced with situations or just to test a person's mind to see their reaction, to see what they doing. Some of y'all looked and said, what the fuck are you doing? Like some of y'all know certain, especially for those of you that are like use there's some people like when they get caught in spiritual attacks or certain things or certain situations, they know certain things to do, certain things to say, or just certain ways to react. So that way it's like, it's not going to scare you. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. This gift is free. I'm taking him out of here. So the 7 of Pentacles, Scorpio, is like, if you have not gotten this, or you wanted to add more to this, or whoever this is that's not ready for it, this gift is going to go to somebody that will accept it, embrace it, protect it, and know how to utilize it at the right time. Because whoever it is you do want to pass this on to, they're a little bit too... It's a little bit too self-doubting. It's a little bit too much for them. Queen of Swords, yeah, they rather live in a lie than live in the truth. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. So some of y'all need to know this gift is going to get passed on to someone or to those that are like really worthy of it. Because the Queen of Swords is someone that they believe and live in lies. They enjoy watching people being trapped in their own mind and not knowing what to expect, what's coming, or people that are like lazy and rather wait for the outcome instead of finding out what the outcome is or changing the outcome. So I don't know who this is that tells all these lies and regrets investing into someone or somebody, because the 7 of Pentacles is someone is living with a lot of regrets. Someone tells a lot of lies. Someone is very nasty and very malicious. 2 of Wands. So the 2 of Wands is 1 minute somebody is solid, 1 minute somebody is slim flamsy, somebody cannot be trusted. Whoever this is that changes their mind at the last minute. So some of you Scorpios are seeing that about somebody. Like, 1 minute they say they want to embrace, or they believe in you, or they like you, or they don't care. When I say they don't care, it's like they accept what you do or what you can offer. Then the next minute, when shit start getting a little bit rough and tough, they start going another way. Oh shit! I don't know who this is. This could be friends or family, but it's like the moment somebody say, 1 minute somebody will say like, yo, I'm down to partner up. And then when they find out maybe your situation or the situation, like what comes behind it, they start backpedaling like a motherfucker. And everybody be looking like, I thought, what happened? I thought you was, I'm leaving. Judgment card, major arcana. So you using your discernment and judgment. Some of y'all need to know, Scorpio, there is going to be a judgment call made on a situation. If you did show somebody something and they went out there abusing it, mishandling it, and causing a lot of disruption due to not understanding or not caring or letting their thoughts and emotions get the best of them, or they was impressed by what they saw and they abused it. So some of you Scorpios could be catching like karma and catching wreck. If you did teach somebody how to do death magic and then going around doing death magic on everybody, that shit coming back to you because you taught them. I'm taking him out of. 3 of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Going out in the distance, taking action for your ships to come on in. whoever this is that needs to understand that fasting does not stop death rituals or death demons. Y'all could can that motherfucking thought. You can't sit up there and conjure up motherfucking Hades from hell and then think if you start fasting and praying, Hades is just gonna go down there and say fuck that. Usually when demonic, malevolent, dark entities or certain practices or a certain energy has became a parasite, that shit is a problem to get rid of. Shit. So some of y'all need to know whoever this is that you want to teach something to, or if you did teach something to somebody, they done abused it. You understand? Because some of y'all could be looking like, why the fuck am I losing something? And it's because whoever this is that ran out there that saw what worked, what did, what to buy, what to do, what to burn. They been burning that shit everywhere. Somebody got the motherfucking reversible dark candles in one corner. Shut up. Got the motherfucking damn, what's the name of this shit? It's something you can get out of the Botanica that's used for ceremonies and rituals. I think it's either a fox tail or rabbit tail or some shit. And they, you know, they got like whoever this is that could speak another language. So somebody could either speak like Creole, Spanish, or French, or whatever they chanting underneath their breath or saying in order to invite something upon someone's home or upon someone's body or in someone's energy, it is hard to put that shit back. It's like calling Hades. Motherfucker said, yo, Hades, you think you can come on up here and raise hell? I got a picture of somebody. I got 4 or 5 orphans. I got 4 or 5 motherfuckers ready to down and put some blood on it. Hades looked and said, I'll be right up there to start fucking shit up. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I don't know who this is, but y'all got somebody that they say they gonna rock with you, or they say they gonna do right and not do something, and they did the complete fucking opposite. Fucking Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So whoever this is that's about to catch the hands of the divine and get beat with the stick, oh, it's on and popping because you know, there's some people, other practitioners and other spiritual people, they know the signs and recognize whatever this is that's in somebody's energy or in somebody's home. Somebody's looking like, I'm having fucking dreams. Whether they having dreams of flowers, they having dreams of having nightmares, knowing like, okay, you understand what I'm saying? I normally don't have no motherfucking nightmares. So who's sending, like, who's doing the dark dream magic, or what offering or what blood sacrifice got made in order to send, like, you know, nightmares out to everybody. So whoever like conjured up fucking Hades, everybody is feeling this shit. So some of y'all need to know it's not only power in what you do and what you practice, it's power in harnessing an energy or conjuring up an energy to harness to send out. So I don't know who this is, time to go, that harnesses a lot of hate. And you know what type of harnessing, you know, that takes a lot. You know what I'm saying? That don't just come from holding in. That comes from like years of someone keeping like dark memories in the back of their mind and then plucking them shits like an index card and said, let me call up Hades and let me go get 5 candles. I need 5 people. I need 5 people to take turns saying these words. We gotta draw these sigils and we gotta get this motherfucking summoning party on and popping. I don't know who is going around taking what you showed them for protection, because Scorpio, you taught somebody something just in case like bad enemies come against somebody that's completely innocent. You know what I mean? You were showing them shit that they did back in the slave days when the slave master was raping kids and beating them and beating their wives and husbands and selling them. They took the shit and went out there acting like they was a Marvel X-Men character. So now you just, anybody can say, like, if we go find out where somebody hang out at and where they going, all you got to do is follow the drawings of the fucking sigils and the energy of wherever they once was at, because that energy is still lingering. You understand what I'm saying? So, damn. Some of y'all need to know, like, whoever's trying to learn courthouse rituals and, doing shit, you ain't gonna learn that kind of shit, and you got Hades on your ass. So that's like, you want to do courthouse rituals, but yet you got the whole Goetia Legion following you, doing shit to you, and everybody around you, and everywhere you go. Knight of Swords in Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. For some of you Scorpios, y'all gonna find out somebody's innocent. You also gonna find out there are people out there that will still rock with you, still hang out with you, regardless of what you're doing, because a real person that care about you will want to know the story of something before even judging. So if somebody told me, yo, look, you know what I'm saying, there was an incident where, I got violated, something got taken from me, something was done to my family, my home, my house, my kids, my girl, my dude, and all of that, and that's what led to me going down the path and mastering an art on how to do something for protection. That's completely fucking different, because you're not going to just be throwing that kind of shit out there because you having a bad day, or because somebody broke up with you, or because somebody told you no, or because you jealous of somebody. Like, it gotta be some logic behind this shit. So, I don't know who this is. I'm saying, excuse me, that, definitely, we got the Emperor card here. They gave someone not only authority, but they gave them invoking authority. Like, you can have my body, you can have my mind, you can have my arms, you can have every ligament from head to toe in order to operate in this realm, and I will be that guinea pig vessel for whatever entity they conjured. 5 to 10 motherfuckers did this, Scorpio. Because that's the type of strength you would need to give not only the Goetia, but even Lucifer ass or his legion to come and be able to, like, well, I was granted favor, so now everybody would be like a opening antenna, because anybody that love their loved ones know, like, yo, I gotta protect mine, because you done let some dark shit come up here that, it took great energy. You had to give the type of authority where, like, this entity asks you, do I got permission to do this shit? You had to say yes for that entity to be granted favor. God ain't saying yes to no shit like that, Scorpio. Oh, God. You understand? So whoever this is that want to act like or play stupid or want to act like, I don't know, they do know. Because somebody tampers with magic, but now whatever magic they tampering in, sacrifice got to get made. Somebody got to cross the fuck over. That was part of the contract. Time to go. So for some of you out here, the way the entity is looking at it is like survival of the fittest. Which one of you is going to survive the torment, the torture, the obstacles, the nightmares, the pulling, the parasite eating at your body? And it's a spiritual one where no prayer, no angel, nothing is coming. God would have to have conference with fucking Jesus and take him down off the cross and say, yo, look, get the fuck down there and remove and get rid of and send back what got sent against my motherfucking word. Some of you Scorpios don't know. Ooh, that whoever this is that ain't taking accountability and not recognizing or seeing the signs, or don't want to, educate themselves. That's why you can't pass on this gift, because they no discipline. They don't want to educate themselves. They don't want to even take care of their bodies so they could be a little more resistant to, like, the influence. So let's say the Goetia demon was sent to make you be a glutton, make you overeat, make you greedy, make you angry. You can't pass on this gift to somebody because they won't know how to combat that. Because usually if a demon gets sent to try to make you overeat, you should stop eating. If a demon is sent to you to influence you to lust after everything you come in contact with, you're not thinking about catching anything. You're only thinking about fulfilling the sensation, not realizing you are being used as a guinea pig by a fucking spirit. So some of y'all need to know, whoever came together, and I like the Emperor card. The Emperor card is Aries energy, major arcana. Somebody used like the planets, the houses, magic, blood, candles, elements of the earth. When I see the Four of Swords, some necromancy, somebody gathered up some dead shit to give whatever it took, because it took a lot to bring this shit to a forefront. This shit don't just happen out of fucking nowhere. So some of y'all need to know, like, you know, whoever this is that hang in big groups, whoever this is that's saying, oh, they down to ride and down to do this, and then when they actually see what comes with, you know, maybe being with you, hanging around you, or what you into, they start chickening out and shit. They, you know what I mean? Or they start catching, excuse me. They start catching, like, let's say some of you Scorpios is dating someone that does magic. Most people fail to realize that, you know, depending on what type of magic or art someone is into, you start fucking them and start dating them and start kissing and connecting on any level. You can hold a fucking hand. You are now in that bubble with them, especially if you decide to be friends with them, be lovers, and be a part of socializing with them on a daily basis. And whoever this is that say they ready for this, they down for that, they gonna do this and go into that, when shit hit the fan, they start fucking backpedaling. Like, the moment they hear a thump, they hear, they see some shit, they feel some shit touching their skin, they wake up with a couple of scratches and shit, they are headed for the fucking hills. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's like, you never experienced that. You don't know what it is to feel body temperature changes, something pulling your hair, something cutting you, something, you know, showing you like, you know, I could cut your wrist and stop your pulse, and it'll look like it look like suicide. Or shit, if I really want to be grimy, it'll be known like, yo, entity had to do that because you had nothing sharp near you when your fucking wrist got cut. Okay? Now, Four of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, whoever this is that's very money hungry. There's some type of money that's not going to send an entity back. Someone is having a hard time holding on to money. Whoever this is that's about to go, y'all don't know it, Scorpio, somebody is about to go the distance because they are truly upset at the consequences, and they're pretending like they don't remember what they did or whatever they learned from you, where they did it, who they did it, and who they sent it to. They playing fucking mind games. And this is why nobody don't want to be fucking bothered. Okay? Ain't no way 5, 10 of you motherfuckers got together and you dialed up motherfucking Lucifer or Hades. And now y'all sitting up there like, nah, we don't know. And then shit constantly happen. Whether if it's in like, it's starting out small and the shit getting bigger and bigger and bigger. You understand what I'm saying? Let's get some more energy on this reading. The Knight of Cups. Yeah, it's a military spirit. Whoever this is went to the veterans grave, war grave, military grave. Somebody is over here like, what? Whoever this is that work with horseshoes, rusted horseshoes, horse blood, horse hair. The Knight of Cups is a card of like, for every spirit you conjure comes with a dark side once you be granted favor. Fuck what you wrote in dragon's blood or parchment paper and shit. That Knight of Cups is a motherfucker. That Knight of Cups is a, Usually when you're dealing with military spirits and you don't know how that military spirit died or their personality and who they was before they died, all that shit is real. Okay? So I don't know who this is that decided to tweak something, mess with something, and they asked for something and now they fucking got it. I'm thinking, fuck out of your head. Because with some of you out here, it's like, you were showing somebody something for protection and survival. Somebody was supposed to learn how to connect the energy, like, with the elements, the earth, how to grow some shit, how to, see the signs when, someone is acting funny or about to put them in harm's way. You was really wanting to show them some shit, or how they could be disciplined and control their mind if they're in a state of like, let's say somebody go too long without eating. It's like you wanted to show them how, like, don't let your mind go delirious. You still got control. You wanted to show somebody that, and whatever the fuck happened, the shit just went left. So it was survival. Part of the gift was like survival tactics for like extreme situations. You know what I mean? You're somewhere trapped and you can't get out like an elevator. So you wanted to show somebody mind, like, look, the moment you control the mind and realize, like, yo, don't panic, you won't start hyperventilating. You won't start, you understand what I'm saying? You just wanted to show them how, like, different shit, and it went left. Goodbye. We got the Hierophant, Taurus energy, major arcana. So you wanted to show somebody that there's a different level of education in what they already got. Anybody can go get a master's degree, a bachelor's degree, or associate degree. Go get your spiritual degree when it comes to like real shit. You wanted to show them that on a positive level. Because the Hierophant is educational commitments, spiritual commitments, understanding that, you should not be asking without giving. And giving doesn't mean you always gave money. You got to give emotional support, give your time. You was trying to show somebody that, and that shit just went, like, you wanted somebody to be educated enough to know, like, hey, if you're going to do this, this is strictly for protection. Like, let me educate you on even the prophets and the people and the slaves that was doing this shit and why they did this shit. And, I don't know what the fuck happened, but whoever this is that has embarked on this dark journey, they open up this dark shit and now they can't put this dark shit back. This dark shit is a problem, Scorpio. And 5 people to 10 people gave that shit authority. Because if out of 5, if 3 motherfuckers are saying, well, you could borrow my body if you don't want that body. You know what I mean? You could use my eyes and my ears. It took a hell of a motherfucking fuck baneful magic. It took a hell of a binding, blood, sacrifice, offering fucking contract for that shit to be on this fucking realm. You hear me? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Whoever this is that money hungry. Gold digging energy. You understand what I'm saying? Or trying to, like, usually once the body becomes a receptor to the spirits, they take in turns borrowing that body, using it for whatever they could use it for to try to live out whatever they once used to live when they was down here. So for some of you Scorpios, I don't know who this is that say, yo, I got your back, we gonna be friends. And the moment they see where you truly at or how truly dark your ass can get, they stop calling, they start disappearing. The moment some shit start rattling and they find out that ain't no mouse and that ain't no cat, that's some shit bumping in the night, oh, they gone. Motherfuckers you be looking like, what happened? I thought, like, or you invite them just to see something, they ain't even got to partake in it. Oh, they start motherfucking tweaking. You be looking like you ain't got to partake in it. I'm just showing it to you. And they start, motherfucking eyes start getting all big and shit. Motherfuckers just start losing their mind. Good written. Five of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So yeah, it's an emotional loss because some of y'all don't want what you know to go in vain, and some of y'all need to understand, put it in a book, because someone's commitment into the negativity of what the dark arts do is what causes someone to turn into a monster. So they don't like whatever you know how to do, they don't know how to control themselves, and they don't know how to realize or when it would be best to use something. They're too fucking greedy. Get it off of. Ace of Wands, someone that does not have discipline or don't know how to, like, you know, just know how to say no. So what you wanted to show them wasn't meant to be a passion. It was survival. It was, you know, protect yourself. And the whole shit is not gonna go that way if you decide to teach them this. And that's what the universe is warning you of. Like, someone has some personality traits or sides about them that they don't control, they have not fully embraced or don't acknowledge. So this particular magic would not be best for them. Or spiritual practice. Eight of Swords. So whoever this is that it can't be binded or is being unbinded, somebody is about to be unbinded because whoever name got written or put down that wasn't physically there, the fucking spirits know it. Like, yo, you fucking lying to us. And we are the dark shit going around doing this shit. So some of y'all need to know right now, a commitment, something ain't gonna work. And whatever dark shit that got unleashed, it is a big problem. You understand what I'm saying? Eight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Because Scorpio, you or somebody you know, they walking the fuck away. And they taking all their fucking cups with them. So whoever this is that was like burning something in the eight for success, 8 red candles, 8 black candles, 8 bones of the dead. Someone that do like bone divination for real with like different types of blood. So the blood of an animal, period blood. Oh shit. The blood of the mouth, saliva. You know what I mean? Because certain rituals, they need the blood of someone's gum or mouth in order to do tongue rituals, in order to like give the entity to show the entity how far it's willing to go to be granted access and favor. You know what I'm saying? So Scorpio, if I was you, I would say get some real friends. Somebody is gonna walk away, and they're walking away because you're challenging them, and what you know they're not ready to learn yet, and this gift is gonna get passed on to who's really worthy of it, who can handle it, who can understand it, and know not to be using it like the shit is X-Men or motherfucking anime out this bitch. That ain't what this is. You understand what I'm saying? So Nine of Pentacles in reverse, whoever this is that, you know, they choose to kind of live off of other people. They choose not to, like, you know, try a different approach. They choose to not want to partner up, or, you know, it's a problem. Some of y'all need to know this military spirit is a fucking issue. This dark shit. Justice in reverse. There ain't going to be no justice because it's like, you know, that's like someone promising the military spirit, you're going to bring back my wife, right? You don't even know where the fucking wife is buried. So how the fuck are you doing that? So I don't know who this is that's playing like the resurrection God game with Satan, but this shit has got out of hand. So some of y'all need to know whatever somebody promised or whatever somebody said they gonna do, that shit just ain't happening. And whoever this is that keep wishing a lot of death, trying to avoid the inevitable, trying to avoid a transformation or avoid a change, you cannot save them, Scorpio. Let them be. Because the universe got a way of showing somebody, like, you know, listen to your body, pay attention. What you once was taught is not going to be able to help you in what the fuck is actually coming towards you. And that's dangerous. I wouldn't want to be around somebody like that because your mind is too closed off. You don't understand, like, you're not like I don't know how to explain this, Scorpio, but the best way I could say it is that whoever this is, that 1 minute they solid, 1 minute they flimsy, very inconsistent with being there for you. You got to understand that what you put out is what you get out. So if you're inconsistent with people and inconsistent with showing up, the universe will send that back. But if you are somebody that is committed and consistent and honest, you deserve that loyalty and honesty back. But you deserve people that's like really going to embrace and understand and like accept what comes with the shit. You know what I'm saying? So let's say I got a friend, and let's say hypothetically, if I had a friend with like, yo, I know my friend practice dark shit. That's still my friend. My prayers and petitions would be so fucking long, God would think I'll be writing him a fucking book. Because I know who I care about is on the opposite side of what the fuck I'm into. So let's say, hey, I'm all about the light, and they all about the dark. You understand what I'm saying? It's like I will be petitioning the extra protection and following through just to make sure, because God see intentions and see what's causing and pushing and what led down the path for any spiritual practitioner, witch, whoever. But some of y'all want to teach somebody something, and this gift is going to go to someone or a group of people that can actually handle not what it does, but what comes behind it. You understand? Because any spiritual gift or anything you practice, you need to take care of your health. So that's like people going around trying to connect and ask for things, and it's like, what is the intention? Like, I get you want to grow sweet potatoes, but are you just growing it for you? Are you trying to feed other people? Are you growing these sweet potatoes to put motherfuckers in these sweet potatoes and put them in the freezer and fucking freeze their motherfucking life? And, like, what the fuck are you going to do with this? So there needs to be clear communication, okay? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you got people putting people in sweet potatoes. And I tell anybody, if I die and I find out you put me in a sweet potato, I will make sure your whole fucking field of sweet potatoes, you will wake the fuck up, and that field will be cold rocks. Every time you walk on that field, won't shit grow. I will be downstairs in fucking purgatory, because God would know, like, they better not be able to grow shit. You have to relocate. You have to shit. Yeah, so for some of you Scorpios, the universe want to let you know, whoever, if you did show somebody something, they're abusing it, and it's causing a lot of like backlash and karma. Because they're denying how it got summoned. They're denying where it came from. And anybody know, for you to give something authority, that take great sacrifice in a group of people. Ain't no one person in their right mind is going to be giving no entity motherfucking authority over their body, not knowing what comes with it. You understand what I'm saying? So whoever did this, they knew what they was doing. You gave the entity from head to toe, your whole fucking body. Are you crazy? High Priestess here. So some of y'all being guided to know, don't you tell nobody nothing. Let them figure it out on their own. The same way they went on their own summoning dark shit, contracting and petitioning and wanting to talk to the other side. Let the other side help them figure out how to get out that shit. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is you guys' general reading. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, all my information will be down below in the description box. Some of y'all need to know, don't leave their ass there. Whoever this is that went to the other side and the other side tricked them, some forces tricked them into doing this shit, do not help them. You could pray for them, leave their ass there, and the same way the other side told them to do this fucked up shit, let the fucking other side clean that shit up. Anyway, thanks for tuning into my channel, and I'm gonna talk to you guys later.